All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops. Great millstone, Shalom to your brothers, Christians, truth. It's sincerity all over the earth. And just a quick little video. Has time zones. Everybody's in different time zones. We know the Day of Atonement and things are coming to an end in hours. I know for me it's probably like 3 hours, 2.5 left. But I just wanted to go on because we know we're on a fast here, and the importance of breaking fast with fruits, or I'm gonna get into with fruits or eggs or something like that, something light, right? Don't just immediately go back into eating bread and pasta and all that other stuff, because first thing that happens, your body's already in a state of not eating and digesting, which is also good for you as well. It's healthy. But also when you're reintroducing foods, your digestion system kind of has it's like a reset, which which you're gonna see. It's like a reset. So you have to slowly reintroduce things so it can your digestion system can start kicking back up again. All right. And what happens is when you go back to straight eating foods, the pizza or whatever the case, immediately what happens, it immediately kind of like shocks your body in a way, and immediately I'm gonna get to all that. I'm gonna get to all that stuff. I'm gonna get to all of it. I'm gonna get to it. But I was watching the apostles live, and I was like, I'm gonna watch a little bit, get like halfway, a little bit, and then go into the video. Cause it hit me out of nowhere. I was sitting down, I was watching some videos, and then it hit me out of nowhere, just like about fasting, about breaking it properly, and because that's very important. That is a very important step of breaking fast. Fasting has its benefits, but also when you break the fast, that's just as important as the fast itself. All right, and you'll see in a second. So first thing I want to go into is the benefits, or why it's important to break fast with soups, fruit, and things of that nature, smoothies, stuff like that. So I typed in on Google, as you see, it says the importance of breaking fast. I put with food, but I guess I didn't type it. I'm just gonna close that out. Just put it to the side. It says fruits are important to eat when breaking a fast because they are easy to digest, contain water, provide essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. It says some other benefits of eating fruit when breaking a fast include hydration. Fruit helps rehydrate the body after fasting. Nourishment. It says fruits are critical first foods to eat after breaking a fast because they nourish the body. Which I know when this fast, when it ends, when the sun goes down here, I got some watermelon, and some cantaloupe, and I got some almonds I'm gonna eat on, and then maybe get something light, a little bit later on. But for sure, fruits. Like I said, I got fruits, I got almonds, that I'm gonna eat on, and drink plenty of water. Says fiber. It says fruits are rich in fiber, which helps manage hunger pangs. It says energy. It says fruits provide natural sugars for energy. It says when breaking a fast, it's important to ease back into eating and avoid foods that are high in sugar, fat, and fiber. It says some other foods that are good to eat when breaking fast include smoothies, yogurts, soups, whole grains, bread, whole grain bread, pita bread, crackers, protein and healthy fats. Protein as in boiled eggs, grilled chicken, legumes, like chickpeas, lentils provide protein to help repair and rebuild muscle. And then I'm gonna read this part. It says the first foods that that you consume upon breaking a fast are critical to nourish the body. Like I was just saying, the fast itself, you breaking the fast is just as important. You breaking the fast is just as important as the fast itself, because even though we know we're going on a fast for the Day of Atonement and stuff like that, but even when you just fast in general, it's still important to break the fast properly, because you got to take care of your body, man. It says the first foods that you consume upon breaking a fast are critical to nourish the body, and should not expend much energy to digest. Like I was saying, your digestive system kind of like not turned off, but it's like in a reset, in a dormant mode. The best way to kind of put it, right? So if you immediately put food in your body that's hard to digest, it's gonna take longer. And I can be a witness to that, because what I do, I would say what I do during the Passover. During the Passover, it's a thing that I do now. I only done it twice so far. The other Passovers prior to the last two that I've done, I would just obviously eat the thing that you can eat, and then stay away from the stuff you can't. But the things that I do now for the Passover, what I do is I go on like on the week, the smoothies. I just drink nothing but smoothies. So what I did was that week, just nothing but smoothies, bananas, strawberries, just make it straight smoothie. I just drink straight smoothies and water. That's all I drink. And one thing that I did mess up on is going that long without eating. I immediately that following sundown, when the Passover ended, the Feast of Unleavened Bread ended. Something that I did, which I know I shouldn't have did. I ordered I got some pizza, and then immediately, just to giving a personal testimony out there, so know not to do it. I got pizza, and I did have like a couple grapes before. I know I shouldn't have did that, but I know better now. Um, Going that long without really eating like food like that, you have to slowly ease your body into it. So I had the pizza, and then I think I had like some bread bites and stuff like that. And I immediately, after eating like two slices and a couple bread bites, I immediately, you can immediately feel that your body is not, like, something's wrong, because how it felt like when the food was in my stomach, it just felt like it was just sitting there, and then my stomach was feeling weird, and it kind of hurt a little bit, and I didn't overeat much of it. I had a couple slices, and then that was that. But then it just felt like it was sitting there, and the reason why is because those foods are hard to digest, and you have to get your body back to used to its normal functions. And you putting in, and then also it spikes your blood and all the types of things. Like I said, kind of puts you. We're gonna read the why you shouldn't, but pretty much sum it up. It puts your body kind of in a shock, kind of. When you hit the cold water, and when you take cold showers, you hit the cold wind or something. Immediately it hits you like, oh, and that's kind of how it was. And I know it definitely took the rest of that night and part of the next day for it to fully feel like that it was digested, right? So that's something that you're not supposed to do, and that's something that I learned. So that's why it's important for you to break your fast properly. It says, and should not expend much energy to digest. Fruit juices and fruits contain water content and are easily digested. Try watermelons, grapes, and apples. Minimize citrus fruits as they may be too acidic for your stomach. Let's read like another one. See what else it says. What is the healthiest thing to break your fast with? It says best foods to break a fast. It says yogurt and smoothies. Unsweetened yogurt is a great way to break a fast. Great way to break a fast. Great way to break a fast. Soup, eggs, nuts. Like I said, avocados and whole fruits. So I know, like I said, I got watermelon. So watermelon, and I got some almonds. I'm gonna eat on, drink some water, plenty of that, and then maybe eat something light. Maybe eat something light, or just not eat nothing for the rest of the day, and then eat something tomorrow. But just gonna paint how I feel. So then also let's go into this. I looked up why not to break a fast with solid foods, and then we're gonna just read a little bit of that. It says when breaking a fast, it's best to avoid eating solid foods for a few reasons. It says digestion. After a long period without food, your body needs time to adjust and produce enzymes for digestion. Eating solid foods too soon can overwhelm your digestive system, causing discomfort, bloating, and indigestion. That's exactly personal testimony. I felt every single last one of those, man, and that's a bad thing, right? And I mean, like I said, it felt like my stomach wasn't like necessarily like hurting, but it was like it was a discomfort feeling, right? And that's exactly what happens. And then, like I told you, the food felt like it was just sitting in my stomach for a long time. Like I said, I felt like it was just, when I was eating it, it just sat there. It sat there. And then even part of the next day, it still felt like it was just sitting there. See? Calories. It's important to avoid eating back all the calories you avoided during your fast. Many of health benefits of fasting come from the caloric deficit. Food type. Avoid foods that are high in fat, sugar, or fiber, which can be difficult to digest. You should also avoid ultra processed food like hot dogs and potato chips. Trying new foods after a fast can make digestion harder and make you ill. Instead, you can try eating small portions of easily digestible foods such as well cooked vegetables and bone broth soup. That's because the biological changes your body undergoes while fasting get undone. If you suddenly flood your system with sugar, calories, fats, carbohydrates, etc., a good place to start is with liquids, then solids. And that's exactly what happens, right? That goes to show you, our bodies are created beautifully, man. That you can tell that it was a creator behind that, right? Because look how our body is made. When your body is not used to something, and then you immediately try to reintroduce it at a high level, your body like tries to play catch up a little bit. Like, oh, what is going on here? Now we have to produce these enzymes to digest the food and do all other stuff instead of you slowly doing it, man. Right? Pretty much read that. Just read that. I don't think there's anything else. Let's see what this says. That's pretty, yeah. Like I said, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else that I really want to go into. I just wanted to touch on the benefits and why not to. That was pretty much, and I guess I gave a little testimony, which I was planning on doing, but I guess I had to. It came out, but for pretty good reason though. So I know for myself, and just in case anybody stumbled across the video and you wanted to get immediately after the Day of Atonement when the sun go down, you immediately want to wanted to grub out. Don't do it, man. Don't do it, and it's not good. That's something I wanted to see the article about. Like, I seen something about like how your body enters like a shock, kind of. But the point is pretty much made. So that's why it's beneficial to end fast with fruits, man. Fruits, bone broth, something easily digestible, for the lack of better words. So that's pretty much it, man. I want to give all praises. I want to give all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, brothers. Pushing this truth and sincerity all over the earth. And I'll catch you guys in another lesson, Lord willing. Shalom.